Call the game, sweetheart. Riley said that in bubbles for me. Welcome back to Subnautica. Last time we got off to a good start. We got a scanner. And we got a few other blueprints and materials made. Today, I'm going to spend this time going over the procedure for surviving. I'm not going to actively, try and survive, but before we go anywhere, I'm going to read off how you're supposed to survive. First off, you need to get food. The most potent one is excuse me, I'm reading wrong. There's a few different ways to get food. The most potent one is to cook fish you catch on a fabricator. Cooked spadefish is currently the best food, with plus 40 food restored to your counter. Cooked peeper is the second best. Do not cook the air sac. Air sac is used for water.
Continued degradation of the Aurora's drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
Thank you. That's story material that we probably should be caring more about than surviving. Yeah, don't cook the air sac. You can also cure the fish you catch with the salt deposits, making them last longer, because the food will eventually decompose, and you don't want that to happen, because we don't have a refrigerator to throw it in. So, there you go. In addition, if you use creep vines, you can get plus 3 food and plus 1 water, blah blah blah. Water is easier, but you'll need to learn a couple things. First off, the pink fish are air sac fish. They're used to make filtered water. Coral shells combined with salt to make bleach. You can get coral shell pieces from slanted shell plates and coral tubes by flashing them with your knife. Fun! We don't have a knife yet. You can also make a still suit from 2 silver and 2 silicone. This will reduce our water loss over time by producing about 2 reclaimed waters per day. That restores 20 water each, but takes away a couple hunger points. A full list of foods and waters is available on the Subnautica wiki. Health is restored through health kits, blah blah blah. Okay. I think, let me just double check that we're actually where we need to be. Looks like we are where we need to be. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And we're going to resume now. Let's continue exploring. Last time we ended off and there's one extra piece to a blueprint missing. I'm gonna try and...
Detecting increased foreign bacteria levels in the water. Performing a self-scan is advised.
And it looks like story is progressing no matter what.
Self-scan complete. Vital signs normal. Detecting trace amounts of foreign bacteria. Continuing to monitor.
Yeah, that's where the scary part starts to get in. We're starting to get sick. We're not even, 2 episodes into the game and this is popping up. Awesome. Really not awesome, because this is very, very bad. Okay. Let me scan that. Got that. And, aha, this is what I was looking for, actually. The beacon part.
New blueprint acquired.
We can make the beacon. And how are we doing on inventory space? We're actually doing pretty good. So let's keep exploring and see what else we can discover. It's almost night again, unfortunately, but we're just going to have to plow through it, I guess. Alrighty. Let's continue exploring. Maybe we'll find another cave. I feel like I really should be going a different direction than this way, but it's a little too late now. In fact, we really need to be worried about the knife soon, too. I'm gonna go ahead. Activate the flare. Oh, hello. Oh, it was picked up because he was, doing stuff. Night's not the time to be scanning unless we absolutely have to. Oh, whoa!
New blueprint acquired.
Let's see, I gotta put this away in case it throws stuff. There you go, a stalker tooth. Light again, please. Thank you. And we're gonna continue. We're kind of going down more again. Which, I really should have checked how far down you're supposed to be going, because I wanted to try and make this kind of as accurate as possible, while also progressing at a rapid pace. And I feel like we're progressing more than we really should for someone who's just barely starting off. But we're We're going to act like everything is alright. Because in fact, I believe we might be in one of the cave systems I found fairly early on in my, whoop, I want copper. Early on in my playthrough too. So we might be already fine. Ooh, gold. Gold is something we do need for something. I forget what the item was we need gold for, though.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Thank you for the warning. Do that. We can't do anything with that sandstone chunk. It's just there to mock us. As we are most likely going to slowly die. Let's see what's here. Copper. We need copper. Lots of little fishies. I think I can grab anything. And you know what? We're going to go ahead and explore our first cave. Which is this one. I hope this is not a cave that actually goes down terribly far. Because we're not ready to go terribly far. That noise is not encouraging. And looking around, we are definitely lower than we should be. However, I do believe we can be okay with that.
In this cave support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region. Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Well, with that 200 meters thing, we're definitely not where we're supposed to be. But we're here already. We're going to continue to explore it. Let's see what we have here. We don't need the flare anymore because there's kind of ambient lights from these glowies. You can scan that. And we'll get a floodlight.
New blueprint acquired.
Thank you. Nothing else there. So, the lady mentioned there's a foreign life structure somewhere. But she did not mention where, so I'm gonna wait for the little indicator to pop up saying where, although I think I'm going the wrong way to start. There's this giant thingy here. This giant thingy is a giant thing of gold. Special equipment is required to make that. We don't have it yet, though. But we do have lithium. So that's a perk, I guess. Well, should I explain what we need to break that giant chunk? I think I'm going to wait. There's no map in this game, so I hope you're okay getting lost easily. However, we can make a compass later on. I'm going to enable the flare. Wrong button. The fact that the music is getting intense.
The materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
Yeah, that will get annoying later. Anyway, that loud roar right there, that means something we really don't want to meet, and I hope we don't meet, is in the general vicinity. We might be able to get away of not having to cover him or any of his friends in this LP, but we'll see what happens. I want to bet where I did not inquire any of him on my solo playthrough. We'll see if we can make it continue. Here's another little base, not really base, I should say, but little spot where we can grab stuff. Some more gold. That was a lot of gold, I think. Here we are. Gonna put the flare away. It's a compartment here. And in here we have a battery. Awesome, so now we have one of the items needed to make a, what's it called? A flashlight. So we're off to a good start. There's something over here too. Let's take a look at what it could be. As we slowly swim across the map. Oh ha, this is actually where I wanted to get. This is the first of many underwater bases. Whoops. I'm gonna need to reset these numbers because I'm used to a different setup. There we go. So we got a modification station. There we go. And let's go ahead and reorganize the numbers. I want you on 2. I want you on 4. There we go. Now then, we can put the flare away for now. Whoops, that one is always the one I always mess up. It's fire extinguisher. Okay. We got some dropping stuff. We got multi-purpose room.
New blueprint.
Desk. We're gonna get options for a lot of stuff. Water filtration system,
New blueprint.
which will be helpful for those of you who are playing on survival mode. The rest will be vital for when we build a base, which I don't think will be any time soon. We'll find out. I've been surprised by how quickly progress moves. Let's just take a look around. Nothing this way. Let's go ahead and keep going forward. Ah, a bed! There.
New blueprint acquired.
We got a wall planter. A lot of this stuff I'm not gonna probably build on my own time. But, well, not on my own time, but here in this LP. Because a lot of the stuff we don't need, like the wall planter. The bed will be helpful for bypassing the day-night cycle. And... well, sleep is important, honestly. The water filter system I won't need because I'm not playing on survivor mode. We have an observatory. The observatory I like a lot, so we're gonna probably build that.
Acquired.
And I really should have looked up what is in this area so I can make sure I grab everything. Well, here's one thing that is important. We got our first PDA.
Integrating new PDA data.
What is this? Before we look at our the PDA, which we got new data in. Come on, thank you.
New creature discovered.
Woo, we discovered a new creature. And we're gonna take a look in here at the voice log, because... no, not the voice log. That's what she ranted us. Here, in this, we have data downloads from Degaza survivors, which is a log explaining what happened here on this planet before we came. It's an audio log, which means it's gonna be commentated. We're gonna go ahead and listen to the first one, because we can.
Something incredible just happened.
And I'm gonna continue
Since we're
exploring.
down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for Father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed. She dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers. On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
Whoa!
Integrating new PDA data.
That's basically saying, oh, hey, how's it going?
New blueprint acquired.
Anything else, game? Yeah, when you're in the PDA mode, you're... shoot! Not my flare! No! I didn't mean to hit that button. No! Get back here! I need you! Flare! Good, flare. Good, come back here. You can actually go away, though. Alright, cool. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. While you're on PDA ramp mode, the game will continue to, like, kind of make a backlog of sound effects it needs to play. And so once the log finishes, there'll be this, like, long adventure of... what's it called? Sound effects that need to play. Like this one.
New blueprint acquired.
Awesome. And, cool. We'll take the gold. Now then, as you saw, we got a second PDA here. I think let me just make sure I've explored everything, and then, well, in this particular, I think we've grabbed everything we need in this area. So we're gonna go ahead and work our way back home. And while we're working our way back home, we're gonna go ahead and listen to the second log we have here, which honestly isn't that long. And then, after it's over, we'll cut ahead to when we get home.
Son, there is always a pecking order. And in our world, money makes a hierarchy. I pay Maida a fraction of what I pay you, and you a fraction of what I pay me.
If money makes the hierarchy, why is Marguerite making the decisions?
We need her. We let her think what she likes, so long as she does what she's told.
What if she doesn't?
For enough money, she will. People always do.
Well, that was an interesting story. Let me check something in the menu. I can save, okay. Actually, I probably should. We've been doing a lot of progress. I don't need the game to die on me. We'll save there. I don't know why I decided to save in an underwater world. I probably should have saved back home, but okay, fine. We'll save here. And you're probably wondering, how the heck do I get out of this cave system? Well, we're gonna do some backtracking to try and find our way home. Which is good, because when we find our way home, we're going to be doing some more lecture, probably, about stuff we need to get done. And this is most likely going to conclude the episode pretty soon. I gotta find my way out of here first. I don't remember the way. But, you know, you're kind of getting close when the, you know...
Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drive core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours.
That's something we're going to want to be
Past 200
home
meters,
for.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
So, yeah, today's been like the story episode. Last time was kind of more of lecture. We're talking about how to get going. This episode we started with lecture, but the story has kind of been more of the important part. We must be going the right way, because that noise is coming back. Yeah, now we're going the wrong way. I've still kind of not oriented myself as well as I would like with the navigation in this game. So, yeah. Okay, there's the volcano fissure. I remember that much. So, up and away should be around here somewhere. I think. I hope. If we were running on oxygen, that would be a lot harder. Alrighty, I know I'm not talking much. I really should. But what to talk about? There's so much in this game worth having a discussion on. And I guess a good place to start would be that we need to find our way out of here. We really do. And unless, of course, I stumbled upon another thing, which that's something worth talking about. There's several different kind of bases and areas that we're going to be visiting in this area. One of the main is the Degazi bases, which are of an alien race, which we're going to kind of learn about later. And their research facilities, which we're also going to be working on exploring. There's also going to be, I believe, a few bases from other Aurora survivors who we're going to be running into. Their escape pods. And I think there might be other humans who have been on this planet before who we're going to be learning about. I might be wrong on that last one. Feel free to correct me in the comments. I will also be double checking to make sure that is correct in post while editing this episode. And if I'm wrong, which I might be, I'll post a correction just to make sure we're all good. And if I forget to post a correction, the comments will most likely do that for me. Now here's something that I found interesting when I was preparing to install this game. I was looking on the Subnautica store page, and Steam says that the game is currently still popular, as of this recording session on October 24th, 2018. I find this quite fascinating, that this game is apparently so popular that it is still popular over almost a year after it has gone up on or not up on YouTube, but been released. So, I suppose that says something for the developers, saying that they made a great game. But it does surprise me that this game is still considered popular and trending on the Steam store. I am scared now because of that roaring. I am honestly surprised by that, because, I mean, this game is good, but I didn't think it's still gonna be popular good. Not that I'm complaining, because, I mean, if this is popular, then that means there might be a lot of viewers who come to watch my LP, but I'm still a bit surprised by that fact. I probably should check to see how we're doing on our flare, because the flares do run out. Oh my gosh, am I lost? I think I might be lost. Great! This is one of the few games I actually get lost in. Unless, I mean, the depth is decreasing, which is good. But I'm having trouble finding the path up. Hopefully we'll find it soon. I really don't want to end the episode down here, and looking at the clock right now, we are low on time. So we need to find out really, really quickly. It's gotta be around here somewhere. The question of the day is, where? It's gotta be around here somewhere, game. I had this problem last time I played this area, which was on my solo playthrough, so I can't find. Let's see here. Let me just look around. Let's see, that's kind of where we came. I think if I go that way, I'll end up back where it was. Oy, if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna have to cut ahead to and find my way out, which is bad because y'all won't know the way out. Alrighty, this is looking promising. The thing is kind of going down. I wonder if there's a way to enable a beacon that's like showing the way out. Oh wait, here it is! I think we found it. Yeah, here it is. Here is the way out. Awesome. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nicely done myself. Not really, because I got lost, and it's either almost night again or daytime. About to be daytime. Hard to say. Let's just go ahead and get to the top. I think if you hit spacebar helps you rise faster. I might be wrong. Spacebar is like the universal jump button, though, so keep that in mind for when we are going to be walking on ground. Spoiler alert, we're going to be walking on ground later. Not really spoiler alert, because ground is in our escape pod. Alrighty then. Almost at the surface. Almost at the surface. Almost at the surface. Bam! Boom. Game freaked out a little bit. Alrighty, how far? 375 meters to our home base. Oh, look, it's almost night again. Awesome. Alrighty, I'll see you in 375 meters. Alrighty, here we are in the base once again. The music decided not to stop when I got here, so okay. Alright, so we now can make enameled glass, or however we say that, and we have the ability to make a power cell. We also have a beacon. I don't think that would be useful though. A waterproof locker. And a grav trap. Uses artificial gravity to attract light objects and small creatures. I don't think we'll need that.
Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Thank you. Copper wire and a battery. Alright, let's see what we actually need to be making. We have glass and we have an emulated glass. We need two. This is something we probably should work to get. Fins, we need silicone rubber. Actually, am I saying we should really make those fins next? If we can. Just need cave sulfur and silicone rubber. Which needs creep vine nest, which means we should work on getting the knife. Where is the knife? Tools. The knife needs silicone rubber. Awesome. Where can I make silicone rubber? Oh, it needs a creep vine. Dang it! How do I get the creep vine junk if I can't? Ugh. Let's see here. Battery and copper wire. We're really gonna need to make the flashlights. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Pipe. We need 2 glass and silver ore. We don't have silver ore. Silicon rubber is what we really need. But that's the problem. There's glass. We can't make that anymore, unfortunately. Oh, wait, we could. I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can make if we have that. Bad chance. Enamulated glass, whatever that does. That unlocks some helpful stuff. Unless I'm just being an idiot. Okay, that's not really useful. The equipment. We need 2 glass and silver ore for that, and this extra tank. We'll go ahead and make the extra tank, I think. Just to have that ready. And copper wire and the battery will be helpful, so let's go ahead and... let's make this... whoa, I don't know. Yeah, battery will be more helpful because in case the flashlight dies, that'll be helpful. And we don't have enough copper ore to make copper wire now. Fun. Make titanium. And yeah, we didn't make as much as I wanted to, unfortunately, but it's still early enough in the game that we should be okay. That knife really should be our next objective. Now, let me see here. What was that thing we needed for the item we needed? Yes, that's a great way to phrase it. Let me see here. What's all this?
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state. 18 minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. The radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
Well, that's a nice note to end on. Alrighty, let's head down here and see what we need for that. Yeah, we need fiber mesh and lead. 2 things we don't have. Awesome. But once we get that, it means we'll be able to go explore the remains of the Aurora. So, back to business, actually. What was I looking for? Hang on here. Titanium. Yeah, silicone rubber needs the creep vine seed cluster. And that's really something we're going to need to find. So I guess that's what we'll go hunt out next time on Subnautica. We're going to go find some creep vines. See you guys then.